Hey guys, my name is David, and I'm with the band of Rotterdam November. I want to welcome you to the first week of Under the Radar with me, David from ARN. I wanted to kind of introduce this first week by letting you know a little bit about what I'll be doing. I'm really excited to kind of team up with Stereo Truth to kind of help give some insight to bands like our band, Rotterdam November, that is just kind of getting started and really working hard to just push in and kind of make a name for ourselves in the music industry. I think a lot of people have this false impression that when you start a band and when you start touring and doing shows and people hear you on the radio and think, oh man, these guys must be huge. It's really not quite like that. We have that opportunity every once in a while where we get to play these huge shows with. I can think back to playing with Disciple, which was a humbling and amazing experience that we've had. But those are every once in a while kind of things for us. But we're not always doing big shows like that. A lot of times, if we're not on the road, we're working hard to try and get back on the road. Um, or we're chilling at home. I've been super blessed to have an amazing wife that continues to work at home while I work hard to to keep writing new music, to be recording new music, to be working on our old music and working on our live show. And it takes a lot to keep a band up and running. It's really a full-time business, but it's definitely where God's put me, and I love every part of it. Every piece of it is a part of me, and I'm really excited to be doing it. So anyway, for the week one of Under the Radar, I wanted to take some time to share with you guys about what it's been like in the life of a Rotterdam November in the past 8 months-ish, just to kind of give you guys a quick little wrap up of what we've been up to and what we've been going through as a band. We started out having our first member change about 8 months ago. Um, we have a new drummer now. His name's David Nakaris, and it's been a he's been a blessing, but it's also been a huge learning experience. Adding a new member and learning um, how to work with each other and what that does. I mean, it's crazy, but everybody has a different feel in their music. Everyone plays differently and does things differently, so it feels like a whole new band sometimes. But it was a God thing for sure. Um, and kind of moving up to more recently, we did a bunch of shows with him and really got him on board and moving quickly with our music and just really feeling strong about what we do, and really kind of made him a part of the family. And just recently, our guitarist, while we were working on our second album about a month ago, is when this all happened. We lost one of our lead guitarists. He decided to do other things and kind of step down from touring. People don't realize it, but being on the road is a very financially stressful and emotionally stressful experience. It can definitely be a growing experience, but it's got to be what God's called you to do as well. So he stepped down from that position, and we have somebody now that um, is now playing with us. His name's Tom Zanudo. We haven't officially decided whether he's going to be a part of the family yet, but I have a good feeling about it. So we'll see where that leads. Um, but kind of backing up to that whole member change out, I think God's really taught me and taught this band um, just to rely on him in every situation, because it can be, not can be, it is very stressful. Like when we lose a member, or when we have a tire go out on the road, or when we have an axle go out in our trailer. By the way, all things that have happened to us. Um, we have to step out of our own selves and realize that we have a huge and amazing God that we need to rely on and trust in every one of these situations, because He's put us in this spot. We want to use music to reach people and to change lives, and in order to do that, we have to trust that God is going to work through us, which means every little thing, all the way down to needing toothpaste, or something to sleep with, or having a van and trailer that's broke down that needs fixed, or a new member. Um, God has taken us through every one of the challenges and that come with being on the road and being a touring band. So we're extremely blessed to have what we have as a band, and pray every day that we continue to just seek God as we do everything we do. So anyway, that's kind of the lessons we've learned in the past few months with member changeouts and with being on the road and having issues with vehicles and whatever else. Um, and trust me, toothpaste may not sound like a big deal, but when you're a few days dirty in the mouth, toothpaste is really cool. So anyway, I've had a blast with you guys this first week, and I hope that as we do more and keep continuing to do bigger and better things as a band. You guys will continue tuning in to Stereo Truth and Under the Radar, and learning more about us and what it is like to be a band on the road without necessarily having all the financial support of a label. We're striving and working hard at it daily, and can't wait to see what God has in store for us next. So thanks for tuning in, and tune in next week. We've got Spirit West Coast coming up this weekend, so hopefully next week I'll have some cool stories to share about us playing at Spirit West Coast. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later. So, throughout watching my very first blog, you might have noticed some transitions between different portions of it. Well, I'll be the first to admit that I definitely didn't do it all in one take, and I thought it'd be kind of fun for my first week to show you a couple of little blooper sections of where I made mistakes in my speaking. So, um, I really am excited to be doing this blog, and hope you guys. I'm hoping to have fun with it throughout the time that I'm doing it, and hopefully you guys keep tuning in. Check out a couple of my little bloopers, and talk to you next week. Do things that are, dang it, that he wants you to do as a person.